Okay, so we're going to create the back with the pivot method. If you've got spots and cross paper, make sure you place the centre back, it could be the centre front, but the centre back on, because this is going to be your straight grain on your spots and crosses. Line those up. Have on your block marked your perpendicular line from the bottom of the dart to the hem. Have that line marked. That's your reference point. It's good practice to just shade in the dart because that's the bit that you're missing. You want to eliminate. That's the bit that would normally be sewn. So we're going to close this out. So this is the left-hand bit. We are drafting, keep enough pattern paper to the right. We are drafting. We're going to draw along the top bit from this section, down the centre back or centre front, and then along to that perpendicular line. We are then going to hold our pencil or on the end of the dart firm enough that we can pivot our block. We are going to close out that dart and open it up into the hem. So it's important that you have a mark on your pattern. It's important that you have this mark. So from this point, I'm just closing up what I've shaded because that's what's going to be sewn away. So I've just matched them up. So it's from here, and I'm just from this line, I'm closing out my shaded area, what's drafted. Then I can draw the other half of the skirt and then keep this just as a reference point. Keep that as a reference point if you need to. That's where the dart end would be. So this is the dart that, like when we did the other cut and slash, I've closed out. So I've closed my dart and I've opened it into the hem. So you can see that that would be my dart that I've opened into the hem. But I've just done it all in one method. This point is in, this will become a notch. So remember that where the dart was will become a notch for when we make our facing pattern piece. And then we just add our seam allowances, straighten these off, and then make use of Pattern Master to make that a soft curve. Because it's a curved hem, you would just need a small double turn, so I would suggest 1.5 centimetre seam allowance, and remember to annotate the fold with the boxed arrow. So you cut 1 on the fold. You've closed your dart. You'll need at the 20 centimetres down, you'll need a notch for the zip opening. All right, so at the fullest hip, so at that side seam on both of your pattern pieces, you need to have that notch for the zip. So you can see once I've added my seam allowances onto that, we've created a front and back A-line using 2 different methods. First one was the cut and slash, and the second one was the pivot, and they've gained the same end results, just 2 different ways of doing them.